Go ahead, Kat.
All right, so I am your host for this Thankful Thursday and just wanted to welcome all you guys for coming here. I know you have busy lives and we don't want to take up too much of your time, but we really appreciate you being on here. And if you're here, it's because somebody really cares about you. 2020 has given us a lot of surprises and a lot of just understanding of what's really going on in the world and how things can really change overnight. So I am your host. I'm Kat Neeson. I'm a registered nurse of 13 years. I work at a local hospital here in the Bay Area. I work in post-cardiac and thoracic surgery, taking care of open heart patients. I also am cross-trained for ICU and on call for our COVID unit if they are to need me. And so far they do not. So I'm happy to be here with you guys and share my story and my struggle real quick and others of how we kind of have been conquering 2020 despite everything that it's been throwing at us and just really coming to terms with what we want for our future and for our lives. So for me, I joined this business about 14 years ago. It had changed my mom's life and my own. Had someone not told me about this, I really don't know where my mom's life would be health-wise and even financially. With the shutdown, it caused a lot of reflection in my mom's life, my family's life and friends' life, losing businesses, not being able to work, wondering where the next paycheck was going to come. My dad, Social Security does not pay very much money. And so my mom and dad were still working at the age of 65, 70 years old, trying to make it. And with my dad getting shut down, he drove for one of the local commuting companies out here. He was not having that source of income. And so luckily for me, I had this job as a backup to help support them and pay for their bills and give them groceries during this pandemic because they weren't going to be able to do it. So this has given me the opportunity to give back to my family that has supported me my entire life. And that's a true blessing. And so 15 months later, the reason why I share this opportunity with others is because I know there's people out there who are losing jobs, losing their businesses. Health, if anything, is on the top of everyone's priority list. And these products that were introduced have transformed our bodies. And if anything has taught you about 2020, it's prevention for health, prevention for your future financially. Where do you see yourself in 12 months? I want you to kind of think about that and digest that for a second. Where do you see yourself in 3 months, in 6 months, and how can things really change? I don't think that 2021 is going to be a flip of a switch and everything gets back to normal. So now is the perfect time to plan your plan B and have something just in case. So for me, I have built a team and have now making enough money to where it supplements my mortgage. I don't have to stay over at night anymore at the hospital. My kids can kiss me goodnight and say, are you staying over at work? Am I going to see you? And I don't have to break their little hearts every night. I get to be home more and I work from my phone in the nooks and crannies of my life. Besides doing my master's program online, running this business, working at the hospital 3 days a week, it's fit into my life and it's doable. So I'm here to share the stories of the others as well. And I want to introduce a very powerful couple who live local and are just the kindest, genuine people. This couple is in not only just airline and aviation that was affected, but also in another company. His wife was in a company that just recently, 2 weeks ago, decided to close their doors. So I do want to welcome this couple who has 3 kids and lives their life to the fullest and makes the best out of every situation. So please welcome Mike and Melissa to the call.
Thanks, Kat, and welcome everybody. This is Melissa. I'm Mike, in case there was any confusion there. We just wanted to, we're excited to be on tonight, kind of share our story. How we're excited about LifeVantage and the opportunity of LifeVantage, and excited about where 2021 can take us. But like Kat said, I am a pilot with United Airlines, and like many other industries in 2020, the airline industry was hit pretty hard. I went from, within months, I went from a strong, growing job to potentially losing it all, and losing the job. And, at that point I realized that having a little extra stream of income would be valuable to, to us and as a family, and be able to provide for our family. Just in case, that secure job that I thought I had was, not going to be there anymore. So, I've seen the income potential with LifeVantage. I can not only, like Kat said, we could, supplement our mortgage, even, that's, supplement and my whole income, or even more. And so, I mean, that's an exciting opportunity. And so what better time now than to start sharing LifeVantage and sharing, how it's helped us and our family, and, we share it with more people to live, longer and healthier life. And, LifeVantage is an amazing company. So amazing leaders who are always available to call, or, to call. And, we're passionate about helping others, and we're excited to be on this journey together. And just like we don't want to leave our health to chance, but not only do we not want to leave our health to chance, but we don't want to leave our future to chance. So that's kind of what we're.
Yeah.
So I'll turn it over to the
to the
powerhouse over here.
The hard part is you think a profession as a pilot, right? Like, we're always going to need planes. It's got to be the most secure job ever. And, we're only going up, and is all I kept thinking. So I had that sense of false security, and then whack, 2020 kicked in, and we all know what happened. And just then dangling that furlough word over your head for months is stressful. And so it was kind of life altering for us. And I just said, hey, you're already using these products. I don't understand. I think, maybe you should just start telling more people about it, because I know you are. And like, let's make some income from this. It just kind of makes sense. Little did I know that my company was going to be shutting down. Like Kat said, they announced that 2 weeks ago, just over 2 weeks and 2 days. Not that I'm counting. And it's been my longest job ever. It's 13 plus years I've been in this profession, and it's been a job of flexibility. We've gotten married and had 3 kids and moved several times during that time. And I can't imagine going back. I just immediately was like, I cannot go back to a 9-to-5 job, or we know they're never really 9 to 5. It's like 7 to 7. And someone telling me when to show up and how long I have to work, and then what my value is worth. That's a really hard one, you guys. When you're used to flexibility and creating your own stream of income, it's really hard to go back to that. And if you haven't done network marketing or anything where you can set your own hours, you're missing the boat. So you need to definitely take this into consideration. But so when they made this announcement, I just said, hey, I have my degree in the health industry and sports medicine. Like, that's what this is all about. And I've been using these products for almost a year now. It really just makes sense for me to jump in with him. Let's work this business together. Let's focus on building this extra stream of income to potentially being our full income, because we don't know. We don't know what these industries are going to do. We've realized there's a lot not in our control, right, during 2020. And so I decided to just jump in. I want to say it was maybe a week or 2 ago that I'm like, I'm just jumping in 2 feet. Let's just make this happen. And we can focus on our health, like you said, and just not leave it up to chance. Like, I have a little bit of a control issue. I like to control things. So I don't want to put someone else in control of my health or my income. So that is one reason that we've decided to just jump full throttle into this in the last couple of weeks and embrace this amazing team that we have. I come from a team-oriented family kind of business, and it's so awesome that it's already here. Like, we don't even have to cultivate it. We just get to dive right in and grab their hands and just say, okay, and do what they do. So it's truly a copy paste business. And if you all know how to do that, because it's 2020. So thank you, Kat, for letting us share our story.
Thanks, Kat.
Thank you, guys. So that's an incredible story. And I love that you share your truth and your honesty, and just how You guys turned some crazy situation into something better. And I'm so excited where you're going. And you're absolutely right. This team, the way this team is run, the way it's so unique with this company, we're all in the same boat together. We all are going in the same direction. We all got a paddle that we're just rowing along to try to get to the best place that we can. Nobody's ever left behind. The support from this team, it's just incredible. The people, everybody's rooting for you. Everybody's encouraging you. They build you, and it's just something you get so attracted to because it's so electric. It's electrifying, this team. And so there's so much potential for both of you, for anyone on this call. And that's why I'm going to introduce the woman who is like our pioneer in our little town of Brentwood. I call her the pioneer woman because she really is. And had she not said yes, many of us wouldn't be here right now. She is a former elementary school teacher turned business owner. She's married to a great man named Garrett, who we love about, who knows all the science and details, supports her 100%. And they were both blessed with 2 boys. She had no network marketing experience. And I don't like to say network marketing. I like to call it network helping, because what you're doing is you're helping people. And who doesn't want to be helped? So she had no experience in this and joined 4 years ago. And I will tell you, she struggled a lot with a lot of things with her prior business and running it alone. And this team, you're never alone. You're always with people. And so she's transformed and created a team of over, how many people? 4,000 people. And she's ranking to new advances and taking us all with her. So I am so proud and pleased and honored to introduce the next guest, and that is our pioneer woman, Angie Harper.
Thank you so much, Kat. I appreciate it. Hi, everybody. All right. So if you are here for product knowledge and product information, this is not the Zoom for you, but we will get you the information. So be sure to put that in the chat if you have any specific questions about product. What I'm here to talk about today, however, is opportunity. Like Kathleen said, 4 years ago, I started this crazy journey with 0 experience, and it's just been a wild, wild ride. And I'm going to share my screen here, and don't worry, it's not going to be a death by PowerPoint presentation. It's going to be pretty quick. We're here to talk about LifeVantage, the company that some of us are involved with. We're here to talk about the future of health, and we're here to talk about you taking control of that future. Again, my name is Angie Harper. I'm an Elite Pro 8 from Brentwood, California. This is my husband, Garrett, and our 2 boys, Ryan and Nick. This was actually last year. They're a lot taller than that now. Man, these teenagers grow quickly. And I started, in 2007, I was an elementary school teacher, and I was running the race, right? I was getting up early, commuting to Concord, and my boys were young at the time. And I was on the hamster wheel of life, I like to say. And I knew that there had to be something else for me. I knew that I wasn't going to be a teacher for the next 30 years. And it was in 2007, my youngest son and I were sitting on the couch watching a television show, and a show called John and Kate Plus 8 on TLC was on, and they had this old school bus pull up, and all their kids ran out and they played on the bus, and it was a gym for kids. And I thought, wow, that is a fantastic idea. I'm going to use my teaching experience, and I'm going to create that business in our hometown. And that's what I did. And I ran that business for about 9 years. And those of you that are familiar with the stress of running your own business, you know that you just can't turn it off, right? It's always on your mind. And throughout the course of running that, I developed upper back pain and migraine headaches. And I dealt with those for about 6 years, tried everything in the sun to alleviate my pain. I was at the chiropractor every week, deep tissue massage, acupuncture, CBD oil, you name it, I tried it, and nothing worked until the day I went to my doctor and I said, I can't live like this anymore. I need something. And he prescribed me a pharmaceutical to take my pain away. And it did work until the next day when the pain came back. And it was in 2016, I was on Facebook and I watched a Facebook Live from a good friend of mine named Tara Wilson. And she was talking about this little yellow pill. And I thought to myself, how could this little yellow pill do anything for anybody? And so I reached out to her and said, do you think it will help me? She said, Angie, I can't guarantee it, but it's worth a try. And so I jumped and I started the product. And about 3 months into it, my pain was gone, my headaches were gone, and knock on wood, they have not returned in 4 years. So it was at that time I knew that I wanted to be a part of this business. And so I told my husband, honey, I'm going to sell Tumble Time, my business, and I'm going to jump into network marketing. And I think at first he thought I was crazy, but he knew that when I had, a passion and I had a fire inside of me, he was supportive and he knew that I could make it work. And it's been an incredible ride. And I've made it work. And it wasn't easy in the beginning, but I just kept going, put one foot in front of the other, and I did it. And the one product that I am going to talk about is the product that put LifeVantage on the map. And that is Protandim NRF2. And what is NRF2? NRF2 is an herbal product. It's 5 ingredients, and it is basically you have a pathway inside your body called NRF2 that creates antioxidants. We all know what antioxidants are, right? If you take vitamin C, vitamin E, you eat some blueberries, drink red wine, those are all antioxidants and they're all really good for you. And those antioxidants are killing free radicals in your body at a rate of 1-to-1. NRF2 activation, it turns on your body's ability to create antioxidants at a rate of 1,000,000 to 1. So the analogy I like to use is pretend your house is on fire. Are you going to use a Dixie cup of water to put out the fire? Or are you going to turn on a fire hose to put out the fire? And that's kind of how Protandim works. Again, it's a combination of 5 herbs. It's turmeric, milk thistle, ashwagandha, green tea, and bacopa. Now, can you go get all of these at GNC? Yes, you can, absolutely. But it's the combination of these 5 herbs together that create a synergy that make this 1,800 times more effective in increasing your antioxidant production. Now, where we started and where this product blew up, it used to sell on the shelves of GNC, Rite Aid, Whole Foods until 2005 when John Quinones, many of you know him, he decided to have his blood tested on air in this ABC primetime investigative report. And once he did that, it spawned the attention of universities and medical centers, and they began to self-fund studies on the little yellow pill. And that's what blew the company up. And institutions like Harvard, Ohio State, the American Heart Association, you guys can take a look. And the important thing to remember is that all of these institutions use their own funding to study our product. It was not LifeVantage paying these institutions to study it, which is what you'll find in a lot of companies. All of the studies, there's 31 published peer-reviewed studies. They can be found on pubmed.gov, which is a government website. This is a website that your doctors use to research any medication or any supplement. I'm going to talk about the business tonight, guys. Social entrepreneurship. It's where it's at. I mean, how many times a day do you pick up your phone and order something? Do you order Uber? Do you have meal delivery services? Do you have clothes like Stitch Fix delivered to your front door, right? It's a social economy. And when it comes to network marketing, the new social or gig economy, they like to call it, is absolutely exploding. You can see the chart here for yourself. In 2011, network marketing was a $142 billion industry. Currently, it's over $200 billion. So look at the growth in the last 10 years. I don't know about you, but when I look at something like that, that really, really excites me. And being a former business owner where everything was on my shoulders, from website design to sales to marketing, everything was reliant on me and my efforts. And it's simply not like that with network marketing. Like Kat said in the beginning, it is truly a group effort. You are only as good as your team. I like to say we live a laptop lifestyle. You can literally run your business from a cell phone through social sharing. We don't have physical locations. You don't have to have a huge inventory of product. And the company provides you with an online shopping portal. You simply share that portal with customers and they order and it's delivered right to their front door. Pretty amazing. Now, LifeVantage did start as a biotech company. They chose direct sales as a business model, and they were established in 2010. They are publicly traded on the NASDAQ. They have a board of supervisors, Erin Brockovich. Many of you probably know her. She sits on the board of LifeVantage. I've had the pleasure of meeting her, and she is absolutely incredible. Another thing that sets us apart, I believe, from other network marketing companies is that we have the science-backed products and we have consumable products. We have products that people take every day and they need the next month, and that's important to have for retention. We have a simple and effective product line. Again, I'm not going to go through all of the products, but if you do want more information on our anti-aging line of Pro Tandem, there are 3. We have a pet product called Pet Tandem. We've got an omega fish oil and a probiotic that is absolutely unparalleled to any probiotic on the market, and I've tried many of them. We have a smart weight management system, 3-part. We have Smart Energy. This is Axio. I like to call it our brain food. And we also have non-toxic beauty. We have skincare and we have hair care. And all of these rate a 1 and a 2 on an app called Think Dirty. So I know a lot of you out there are really concerned about what you're putting in and on your body. And so this is really important to have this information. Again, all of these are non-GMO, all natural, no artificial colors, sweeteners, or flavors. Let's talk about timing for a minute. When it comes to network marketing, timing is crucial. All of you have heard of the godfather of network marketing, Amway. Amway is a $9 billion a year company with 4 million consultants worldwide. That is huge. You can see Herbalife, a couple newer ones, Rodan & Fields and Arbonne. You know, they're new, but Rodan & Fields still has 300,000 US consultants. Arbonne a little over 200,000. And here's LifeVantage. We're sitting at $250 million a year, and we're at 60,000 US distributors. And the Direct Selling Association tells us that the first 135,000 distributors in any network marketing company, it doesn't matter what it is, they have a once in a lifetime opportunity. So when I saw that LifeVantage is sitting at 60,000, to me, that spelled timing, not to mention the fact that we've got incredible products that are patented and studied and effective. This is our comp plan. I know it's kind of small for some of you to see, but we can share that with you after the call if you're interested in getting a little bit deeper look at that. But there are 5 ways that we get paid. Our Smart Start bonus pays 40%. We're one of the top network marketing companies. We pay the most commission in Smart Start bonuses. That's a first-time sale. We also have launch bonuses on packs. We make monthly commission based on the efforts of everybody in our organization. We have generational matching bonuses, which is a percentage of your personally enrolled distributors. We have rank achievement bonuses. When you hit the rank of Elite Pro 7, you get a $25,000 bonus. Elite Pro 9, you get a $100,000 bonus. And Pro 10, you're going to get a $500,000 one-time bonus. We also have an elite pool. We are in 16 countries. So the elite pool means that when you hit the rank of Pro 7, you make 1% of global sales. Pro 8 makes 2%. Pro 9 makes 3%, and Pro 10 makes 4%. So adding all of these up together, guys, it's an extremely lucrative business model. And what do I mean by that? I know it's important to know, like, do you really make money doing this? Because we've all heard the negative, talk about network marketing. And I'm here to tell you, absolutely, it is real. I have a team of 400 distributors under me, and it's amazing to see how far they are taking this opportunity. A Pro 1 is $1,000 a month in team sales, and it's an average of about $80. So it'll get yourself a nice mani-pedi, right? And you can see going up to Pro 2, Pro 3. Kat was talking about Pro 5. That's what she is right now. She can make her mortgage payment, guys, just based on a little bit of effort. And addition to her job as a mom and a nurse and getting her, her master's degree. Just incredible. I'm blessed to be an Elite Pro 8. I just hit that rank last month. That means that my organization does $200,000 a month in team sales. So pretty incredible, and I feel extremely blessed. Can I do this? Guys, you're not doing this alone. We have a team of support, and we have social networking support as well. We have a wellness group on Facebook called Vitality Rocks. This is actually at 6,000 members now. This is a little bit old. I have to update it. And you can add anybody into that. And what this is it's a place where we keep all of our testimonies, our articles, our studies. And so your job is simply just to connect with people and add them to that group and tag them in information that is relevant to them. We also have a group called Opportunity Knocks. And if you're listening to this right now, you're interested in the opportunity. So you need to be in this group. It dives a little bit deeper than what I'm going into tonight. So be sure to ask whoever invited you to listen to this to add you to Opportunity Knocks so you can be a fly on the wall and get some more information. Like I said before, it's all about teamwork. We do some local events. This isn't a business model where you're doing home parties. Probably in 4 years, I've done maybe 3 or 4, parties where we talk about the product. We don't really need to do that anymore because we've got technology, right? We have Zoom, like you're all on right now, watching this presentation. We do have company events that are incredible. We get together every 6 months for our conventions where we learn and we get inspired, and it's just amazing. We travel together. And if you are interested, how can you get started? We do have business packs. Now, I know a lot of companies want you to sign up as a distributor to save money on product, and that is not what we do at LifeVantage. The only time you are going to save money on products is if you come in on a business pack. Our platinum pack is $1,200, our gold pack is $600, and our silver is $300. And when I started my small business, guys, I invested $35,000 into that business, and I didn't make a dime for the first year, right? Everybody knows that. When it comes to running your own business, it takes a lot of work and a lot of effort. I started this business with $1,200, and I was making money the next day. And I think it's really important to be a product of your products, to try everything that we have. And if you do come in on the platinum pack, it means you're already a Pro 1, which is $1,000 in organizational volume. And that is the end of my presentation. Thank you so much for your time, guys. And before we hop off, I'm going to stop my screen share. And I've asked a good friend of mine to hop on. This girl was one of my very first distributors to join me. Our husbands actually grew up together, and she and I have known each other for over 20 years. And she lives in Chicago, Illinois. And up until 2 weeks ago, when we met in Arizona, she and I hadn't seen each other in the 3 years she's been on my team, but we've communicated, we've talked, and she has built an organization up to a Pro 6 level in 3 years because she is a hard worker. She puts her nose to the ground and she gets it done. So Katerina, I wanted you to hop on. Kat is a mother of 4 kids. She's married to a wonderful husband named Landon. And Kat, just share your story real quick with everybody, if you don't mind.
There we go. Thanks, Angie. Hey, you guys. So good to see all of you. I'm so glad you are here and, giving some of your time. Like Angie said, she reached out to me because of some health issues I was going through. We're from California, and we had just been in Chicago for only 3 months when I had another new diagnosis, and I just wasn't doing well. And so she introduced these products to me. I trusted her. I came in with a gold pack and bought product at the same time because I just had a feeling that hearing her success and what these products did, that I could, possibly do this too. So I started to share, I started to feel results. I reached out to, some warm market friends, family right away that saw product and they saw results. So then I started thinking, okay, so I've been a stay-at-home mom for 20 years. My oldest is 20. And I have devoted everything to my family, 100%. I do love, teams and being a leader. My husband and I are both Division I athletes that, you know, we played our whole life. And so I've always kind of yearned to have some kind of camaraderie back. And it just happened for me. And I decided to do this business, and I jumped in with both feet. I decided, you know, Angie can do it. I'm going to do it. She's going to be my role model. She's going to be my leader, and I'm just going to duplicate what she does. And it's really paid off. In 36 months, I have an organization that brings in, you know, over $50,000 in sales with 200 distributors. I am here in Chicago solo. I have one distributor that just started to tap in. I have consultants in 16 different states that I reached out to and got started. So was it easy? No. Did it take time? Yes. Did I pour myself into this business, and have I poured myself into this business? Of course. I feel like when your dreams are big enough, you don't have to worry about the odds. I have been blessed to have, you know, an amazing husband with an amazing career, and we have lived a great life. And I said, you know what? I want to retire him. I want him to, you know, take a break in the few years coming. And, you know, we have 2 in college and 2 in, you know, middle school. So that drive in my gut, I think everybody has to find their own. And for me, I love achieving. I love setting goals, and I love hitting my goals. And then when I hit my goal, I need another goal. And so that's how I built my business all by myself in Chicago. I saw Angie in Arizona just 10 days ago. And no, did I ever feel out of the network? No, I am part of this team. I'm on these Zoom calls. I used to live in Brentwood 10 plus years ago. So I have a connection there. But, you know, it just starts with a mindset. And yeah, you're going to get the people that go, what are you doing? And I'm so glad that I didn't listen to a lot of people, friends, family, because I knew in my heart that these products have changed my health. And I can only reach out to, you know, I think I have 180 personally enrolled customers that I have reached out and gotten on product, but I have thousands that are taking it because we keep branching, right? We keep building. This can be done from anywhere. You have this phone that you can run this global business. We're in 16 different countries. So, you know, if you have the mindset, the drive, the dedication, the will, and, you know, an overall great attitude, you can do this business from wherever, with ever, who, and build it as big as you want, because it's up to you. So thanks, Angie, for having me.
Thank you, Kat. Appreciate it. Did you guys notice we have 2 cats? We like dogs too now. So we're going to close, you guys. We're almost done. Thank you so much for your patience. But I've asked my husband, Garrett, to hop on here and just close for us, because he has a way of talking about network marketing and the pyramid scheme, you know, taboo, that I think really is effective. He is an exercise science major from Gonzaga University. He is a power lifter. He owned a powerlifting gym for some time, and he's very knowledgeable about the products, the science behind the products, but he's also business minded. He's in software sales right now, and he has a team that he leads. And so, you know, he is my right hand. We do this together. And I asked him just to hop on for a sec.
Should have checked my hair before I hopped on. Wow. I promise I didn't just wake up, but okay. Keep that in mind next time.
With his Van Halen shirt. Lovely.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Hey,
okay.
Gotta represent.
Okay.
R.I.P. Eddie. All right. So I wanted to talk about, well, really from a spouse's point of view, or a significant other's point of view, during my little talk here. So there's a lot that goes into being successful in network marketing. I think Kat just did a great job explaining some of the key and critical components of it and how rewarding it can be, but the amount of hard work that goes into it. There's also a lot of, and I'm not going to say hard work on your significant other, but there's some things that your significant other, whoever that is in your life, your husband, your wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever the case may be, is going to need to understand in order to really help you grow to the next level. Now, you don't have to have somebody that supports you. There's certainly plenty of people in this business that have made it with zero support. Their parents date what they do, their friends, their significant others. I don't want to say that that's important, but if you are in a relationship, it's important for that person to be a foundation for you and to have an understanding of how this industry works. So Angie just said something really interesting, which I laugh at all the time about, everybody thinks network marketing is some kind of pyramid scheme or a Ponzi scheme. A Ponzi scheme is where you take money from people and then you turn around and you tell people, hey, I'm going to give you a huge return on that money. You just have to give me more money. And you turn around and tell more people, hey, I'm going to give you more money. You just have to give me more money on top of that. The only person that makes money is that one person. They wind up going to jail, right? That's just how these things work. And pyramid scheme is kind of funny because if you look at the organizational structure of any company in the Western Hemisphere, it's set up in a pyramid type leadership structure. You have a CEO at the top, you have a CFO and a CIO and a CTO and all these other C-level people that report to the CEO. Then under that, you have executive vice presidents, and below that, you have senior vice presidents, and below that, you have regional vice presidents, and then you have directors, then you have the actual people that do the work on the ground. They are all in a pyramid type structure of compensation and decision-making power and things of that nature. So if we're going to call anything a pyramid scheme, every company in North America is a pyramid scheme, and it's ridiculous. LifeVantage is a publicly traded company. It's been on the NASDAQ. It's been around since 2003. They're beholden to the same rules that the SEC sets forth for every other publicly traded company. You have to have financial transparency. There are certain things you have to report on a quarterly basis, same as Microsoft and Amazon have to. So this is a legitimate business opportunity. They've chosen to use a network marketing business model to bring their product to market. It's nothing wrong with it. It's simply their way of doing it. It's another way of selling a product. Just like Walmart is a retail business model. Amazon is online e-commerce, right? This is network marketing is simply another way to bring your products to market. So I kind of went off on a tangent there, and I apologize. Let me get back to what it means to support your significant other that's in this business, okay? When Angie first got into this, I was really skeptical, and I'm skeptical just by nature. Like, I don't believe anything. You could tell me the sky's blue. I'm going to want some scientific proof. I'm going to want some studies that show me that it's actually blue and why it's blue, okay? So it's important to have faith and to trust the process that your significant other is going through. And when she got into this, her first paycheck was $16, okay? It's hard to have a lot of faith and trust when you're like, okay, $16. But it's important to know that you are compensated in this job commensurate with your work that you put in, okay? You don't get on the job free paid training. They're not going to send you for a month to learn about, all the challenger sales rules and everything else that goes on in corporate America. You got to hit the ground running from day one. And if you do that, you are going to be rewarded. You'll be rewarded based on how hard you work. But you have to have faith. And you have to know that this is an unconventional job. Ange does not work 9 to 5. I really don't know anybody that works 9 to 5, but that's always the old, hashtag for the normal work day. She has days where she's up at 6, right? Because she has to be ready by 7 o'clock for an interview that she's doing or a Zoom call she's doing for training for work. And then she's running off to be part of a podcast somewhere. And then she's meeting Kristen Bailey for coffee, right? Because they have to plan a launch party for 6 people for the month. So, and then she may have 3, 4, 5, 6 hours in the afternoon where she's working on her phone here and there, but she's doing other things. She's getting her gym time in and things like that. But then in the evenings, they really pick up again. Sometimes she'll be busy from 5 until 10 o'clock at night. That's just how it is. And if you're going to support her, you have to be supportive of really an unconventional type of job schedule and an unconventional working schedule. But the people that are the most successful are the ones that are willing to do that. They're willing to work whenever it takes and whatever it takes. Doesn't matter what time of day it is. Doesn't matter what day of the week it is. She's willing to put in time to grow her business. And you have to be understanding and accepting of that. The second thing, actually, that's probably like the third thing, but I'm working on it. You have to understand that this is not a hobby. I think when a lot of people get into this and they tell their friends and family, hey, I've joined a network marketing company, like, oh, it's a hobby. You're going to sell little oils and little flowers and tchotchkes. No, it's not. This is a job. This is a full-time job. And you have a chance to make as much money doing this as you would doing any other type of profession, any other type of industry. So it's important to understand that like with Angie and myself, what she is doing, this is her job, just as I have a job in software sales. You've got to trust the people that your significant other is going to be surrounded by. You know, if you've got somebody in your upline that's a Pro 5 or higher, I mean, this is a person who is literally, they have a 5-figure income, well, not 6-figure, 5-figure income at that level. You know, they know what they're doing. They know how to build out a team. They know how to provide proper training. They know how to motivate you. They know how to help you walk through everything from the comp plan to the different products and the scientific studies. You have to trust the people that are going to surround your wife, your spouse, your boyfriend, or girlfriend, and know that they have their best interest in mind. The fourth thing is there's probably going to come some times when you're going to be able to leverage your skill set to help your significant other. So I like to do, you know, the science side of things, like Ange said. I like to put together the PowerPoints. PowerPoint is like my life in corporate America. But you get kind of good at it after you do several thousand of them, right? So I like to put these together to help her grow her business. I'll do trainings on things like public speaking and sales techniques, again, to help her be successful. It's something I like to do, and it's a way that I can help give back to her and make her more successful. And then the final thing I want to point out is, and I kind of touched on this at the beginning, it's okay to be skeptical, right? I think all of us have a certain level of skepticism. It's not okay to be scathing. You know, it's not okay to say scathing remarks that put this individual down that's trying to grow this business, right? It's an MLM, it's a Ponzi scheme, you're going to sell to your friends and family, you're going to fail. I mean, that's just a horrible way to support somebody. You have to understand that it's a unique business model. It's maybe different than what you're used to, and it's different. You don't know a lot about it. You know, take the time to educate yourself about the industry, find out what it's all about, and you know, use that skepticism to your advantage to grow your own knowledge base a little bit more. And that's about it.
Yeah. And I love when people say, I don't want to sell to my friends and family. And my answer is, you don't want your family to be healthy? Like, I don't understand that. I want every single person I know to be on these products because I know what they can do for your health and for your future. Our children are on these products. So with that, you guys, I am going to stop the recording, and we are going to stay on and answer any questions for anybody that wants to hang around. We thank you so much for your time, and we look forward to getting to know many of you better. Thank you so much.